generic or genuine. All right, Casey, what do we have for generic or genuine this week?
Well, you know how we love to do these lists that Rolling Stone puts out, and we love to shit on them really because they're so bad. They're just Rolling Stone is the most, in my opinion, discredited bunch of buffoons in music, and it used to be a formidable publication.
Yep.
But it has
And
gone
respectable.
so downhill.
Yeah.
So we decided to do, before we've looked at like the greatest songs of all time, whatever, which Missy Elliott's Get You Freak On number 8. So that's
That just gives you an idea of
There
what
you
the kind of quality that
Greatest-
Rolling Stone is putting out nowadays.
8th greatest song of all time is that.
Well, Cardi B hates this list.
So this list we
and
put,
she's on the list.
this list that they
Because
put
she's
together
on the
that came
list.
out recently, this June of 2021 or 22, sorry,
Yep.
is they've decided to let's take the 200 greatest rap albums of all time, and I'm just like, oh god, here we go.
Why are you picking that many?
Yeah.
Just why
Yeah.
are you picking that many?
Yeah.
They love to just I don't know.
I mean,
Maybe
they're
it's more
trying-
clicks. It's more clicks.
Well, they're trying
because-
to also be inclusive.
Yeah, it's
for more
inclusive, but
clicks.
there's also more clicks because they only like one page has 200 through 180, and then it's
And
179
then you
through
gotta
160.
click every
like,
single time you change
So-
the page.
And then you can run ads.
So they just like
and
click,
they charge.
click,
Yeah.
click. It's clickbait.
The reason why they're making these is just to make profit. It's not even for the sake of making an artistic decision. Like, because I think that you can form a list together and have it be sort of an art piece because it is interesting and it does evoke thoughts in people's minds.
Yeah.
This does not evoke any sort of worldly rational thought. This is just a regurgitating of what we all know are the best 5 albums and the rest.
Yeah.
Oh,
and which
you're
stream
gonna
the
get
best.
mad,
Yeah.
Jack. You're gonna get mad the later because those best 5 albums, they're misplaced, man.
Okay. Yeah, I can
But-
imagine.
Well,
Let's get
there's-
into it.
Yeah, there's 200 songs, so let's just cherry pick the ones from 100 through 200, and let's start with the ones that should not be on the list.
Okay.
Jack, it's got number 200, man.
So yeah, let's lead off with this because we have
It's
Astroworld.
gross.
Astroworld.
And like, I don't know. Because I mean, here's my feeling about it. They would have this higher on the list because it's a newer, more popular album amongst young people, which I think would be a reason that they would have it on the list in the first place. But I think the reason it's at 200 and not 150 or higher on the list, meaning like, better place.
Yeah.
Higher rated.
Because of the whole Astroworld thing.
Yeah.
And
So
guess
why is
what?
it on the list?
They broke that down in the description for why they have this song on the list.
They literally
Yeah.
say it's hard to listen to now.
After the horrific tragedy at his Astroworld festival, it's hard to listen to this album with much objectivity.
So-
The point of the list is to be objective.
Yeah. No, they're not objective whatsoever.
My gosh. And then so we got Little Nas X with Montero at 151. What is going on? And then Planet Her at 136.
The
Doja Cat,
one of the
yeah.
best rap albums is what they're saying.
Yes.
Out of
Yeah.
all the rap albums that have ever been released, this is number 136.
My goodness. And then 21 Savage and Metro Boomin, the Savage mode in 2016, that led me to have disdain towards 21 Savage because it was bad.
It was
Yeah.
bad.
And then we have Young Thug and Birdman,
Which
Rich
is
Homie
not-
Quan. It's not an album. It
like-
is a tour album, so you can take it on tour.
I
Get
don't
out of
even know.
here.
I don't know.
Get
I mean,
off of my list. You don't have any Mac Miller. You don't have the Logic album. You don't have my Tyga album
We're still checking on Busta Rhymes.
and Busta Rhymes.
They might not have Busta Rhymes on this list, and that
Yeah.
alone makes me just. Oh,
What is going on?
So I bet you my list of albums that shouldn't be on here is probably a little bit longer than yours too.
Yeah.
because there's so much trash on
Well,
here.
Twista isn't going to be on here.
That's a shame.
Oh, the game's not going to be on
No,
here.
really?
Yeah, unless the documentary is up here, which that's like collab album with 50 Cent, so it kind of doesn't count, but
Right.
it counts. But
Right.
anyways,
Hit some highlights of 200 through 100.
yeah,
for us.
I'm going to cherry pick the most generic picks that Rolling Stone has to offer because at 193 we have ASAP Rocky's Live Love ASAP,
Mm-hmm.
released in 2011. It's the only time he's on the list. It is a wonderful album that has multiple singles. It has cultural acclaim. It has influence. Why isn't it higher on the list? Why isn't there more ASAP? Maybe have an ASAP Mob album here, and
They
then have
totally
an
could.
ASAP Rocky album lower. But I'm gonna just ruin your guys' day more, because at 189, the only time Nipsey Hussle is on the list, and it's his best album, Crenshaw, released in 2013.
I'll tell you why, real quick. They needed to make room for more Drake albums, I'm sure.
No, they needed to make room for that Cardi B album at 16. I'm gonna mention that, and oh my gosh, because it's like, hey, yeah, like it's just, why are you there?
I just still can't believe that Astroworld's on this list and like Busta Rhymes is not anyway.
Yeah, well, Goody Mob too. It's at 169. CeeLo Green is a part of this. This is the Atlanta scene and the creation of that Atlanta culture. It has to be in the top 100. It just has to be there.
Sure. Yep.
Released in 1995, one of the best years for rap.
Yeah, crazy year. Tons of great albums came out then.
And then Wiz Khalifa's favorite album, Devin the Dude, just trying to live.
That's before they spelled it Tryna, Tryna.
Yeah,
it's trying to.
Yeah, I got confused there. Released in 2002. I mean, just because of which one is it? Doobie Ashtray. It's Doobie Ashtray is on this album.
Yeah.
Just because of that song, you gotta. What is going on?
Ashtray, what do they do be that way?
Wait,
Who's singing?
Hey, it's a recitation. Yeah. You know what I'm saying?
so it's 158 is not good enough. It is not good enough.
Of placement, yeah, totally.
146 is Black Sheep, A Wolf in Sheep's Clothing, 1991, one of the foundational albums of rap music.
Yeah, 91, going way back.
Foundational songs or foundational albums in this list,
Especially of the 90s style hip hop,
should be in the top 50.
Yeah.
I mean, like, what are we trying to do here? And it's the only time they're on the list again. All of these people, it's the only time they're on the list.
And that was a pivotal time for a shift for hip hop and rap, because
right before G-Funk,
you're fighting. It was that like New Jack Swing kind of rap stuff, from the 80s, and then right before G-Funk, it's like this crazy
middle
time.
ground.
Yeah, crazy.
Oh, but okay. At 140, we have the first Nas album. It was written on the list.
So good.
They have Illmatic later, but we're gonna be as angry for that one as we are this one, because it should be way higher.
Yeah, I mean, it's at 140.
King's
That should be
Disease could
top
be on
50.
here too, man.
Yeah,
King's Disease could
Why
replace
not?
Astroworld.
It could replace half these ones between 150 and 200 at least.
Yeah. Well, what also could replace it is another J. Cole album, because at 132 we have Forest Hills Drive, 2014 released, and it is the only time he is on the list.
That's stupid. That's just stupid.
Yeah.
What are they doing here? He's
They're
such a
looking at
good
streams.
concept.
Yeah, I mean,
But
Oh, we could
He
go on for
has the
days, guys.
streams.
We could go on days.
He has
for days.
the streams, though. You know what I'm saying? Like, he has those
they're
streams
not the
already.
right streams, I'm guessing.
Yeah.
It's got to be the right demographic streams.
I have I have the vinyl of it at home.
Yeah.
Like, my goodness.
Like I said, sometimes they're just, I don't know, they just cherry pick whatever they feel is going to get more clicks.
Absolutely.
Well,
That's Rolling Stone.
Honestly, having this higher might have gotten a little bit of reaction. But, come on.
I
But
don't think you could get a lot of negative reaction.
127, one of my favorites, Bone Thugs and Harmony.
how do they have this?
E1990 Eternal. It had the Crossroads on it. It was
Are all the 95 albums just getting put like?
yeah, they're just like
In the
these,
100s,
These were
200.
amazing. What were this is before streaming, so they're like, how do you calculate that? Like the streaming numbers they have now don't count. That's not an accurate reflection of what they would have been had streaming been a thing back in 95.
Yeah.
So this one would have been massive in 95. This song was like, especially like the Crossroads, it was about Eazy-E. This song was played constantly for like 3 years.
It has Thuggish Ruggish Bone on it, right?
Yes.
This
Thuggish Ruggish Bone. It had the Crossroads. The Crossroads was such a huge hit. Oh my God, you couldn't escape that song.
Just Rolling Stone. Can you get your facts right?
Yeah.
Can you get your stuff together, man?
Just get it. Get it
That
together.
that should be a top 100 at least.
It should be.
Yeah.
Well, all right. I'm gonna pick two albums that I actually think are genuine placements, and that's at 112. We have Rhapsodies.
Layla's Wisdom.
Okay,
Yes.
yeah, I was gonna say that. So wrong. Released in 2017. I really enjoyed this album. It's like kind of the albums, Casey, you and I like.
Oh yeah.
And
Yeah.
so I like having this be really closer to 100, but
Yeah.
not going over, because Rhapsody is kind of a lower level rapper. She's not one of the most famous female.
Nope.
I think this is really good here.
Yeah, I'm good with it.
Yeah. So
Sweet
at
placement.
106, we have Old Dirty Bastard, Return to
Rest in
36
peace.
Chambers, the dirty version.
Yeah.
He's on the list more because he's in Wu-Tang.
What do you know? 1995.
And I love representing old DB.
Yeah, man. That's just a name. When I saw it, I was like, man, I have not heard that name in a long time.
Right.
It's been because he died, I think, in 95, 96 or something like that. So that's kind of, those are kind of the highlights of this.
Yeah, that's the highlights. This 100 through 200, this crap-ola list. Much more things have to be added onto it.
Yeah.
Things need to be shifted. Cardi B needs to call them up and say, I don't deserve the 16th spot, because she literally said that.
Yeah.
And she needs to fix this.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's definitely some edits and removing of certain things on this list.
Rolling Stone is a bunch of just dumbasses. Sorry.
Buffoons.
They don't know what they're doing.
Money-making clowns. That's what they
Yeah,
are.
clowns. Yeah, money-making.
So this has been the Cheap Shot Music Podcast.
Download or stream this episode wherever you get your podcasts.
Please leave a like and or a comment on our social medias. It's greatly appreciated.
And thank you everyone for watching and listening.